Hey, 363, here we are, Sunday, December 5th. Let me go ahead and post a link here in the chat, as well as over on Facebook. Hope everybody's doing well. Camera's chat acting up on me here. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and post it over on Facebook here. Camera is acting up on me here a little bit. Let's see what we got. Hope everybody's doing well and had a good Thanksgiving. What was that, last week? Yeah, 9 days ago, 10 days ago. So we are into December here. So 3 weeks away from Christmas, right? I think, yeah, 3 weeks from yesterday. Yeah, 3 weeks from yesterday. So going by fast. Almost at the end of the year. 2022 is on the way. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and close that down. All right. So yeah, nice fall weather here in Atlanta. We've had warm weather the last week or so, and got finished up most of the leaf stuff, the yard work stuff. The last little few leaves fell off the tree, so I got those taken care of yesterday. And weather's been good. Supposed to be warm here coming up, but a chance of rain off and on this week. So we shall see. Not bad for this typical December for us, as highs in the 50s or 60s, I think, and lows in 40s. So we're pretty much on track, I guess. Not bad at all. Definitely better than when I was living up in Chicago or out in Colorado. Although we kind of miss the snow, but we don't miss dealing with it, all that fun stuff. But we are here. Like I said, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Took some time off, ate too much turkey, all that fun stuff. We had a lot of leftovers, which we ate over a few days, and we still have some turkey that had to freeze. So we'll have that in a week or so, I guess. Give it a couple weeks break before we have turkey again. Maybe I'll make some like a casserole or soup. Turkey soup would be good. Yeah, hopefully the weather gets a little cold, I can make some turkey soup here. So pretty good. No photography from me in the last 2 weeks. Just been super. Wow, this is kind of interesting. Huh, okay. I was just looking at the images on Flickr, and there's an image that Simi posted that looks really similar to a scene in my local river, although the trees are a little different, but kind of interesting. Yeah, just been busy with work and with the running thing. I did had a race on Thanksgiving, so I've been kind of training for that pretty specifically all fall. So that was a fun race. The weather was nice, nice and dry and cool. So about 40 degrees or so, a little chilly, but worked out pretty good. So in the last 10 days, just been taking off, catching up on work, and took off from running and started back up again today. Hey, Wes.
Howdy, Mark.
How's it going?
Doing pretty well. How are you doing?
Doing okay. Into December here, getting close to Christmas coming up. So did you get all your decorations up, front of the house decorated and everything?
Yeah, I finished that up on Wednesday, I guess it was.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Good. I didn't see any images of that, but has the weather been good for you?
Yeah, it's kind of warm, but it's all right. It's not super warm, just not cold.
Yeah. Warmer than normal for this time of year?
Probably about normal, just
okay.
Not as cool as I'd like it to be.
Okay, yeah. Well, you get that in January and first part of February, it cools off a little bit.
Yeah.
We've had a little above normal, pretty comfortable, low 70s, high 60s, low 70s. So it's been pretty good.
It's like I don't know, a week or so ago. It got down into the 30s one night, and I was like, yeah, but didn't stay. It didn't last.
It was a fleeting.
Just a one night kind of thing.
Yeah. It hasn't gotten really cold here yet because we've got a lot of ferns along the side of the house. The north side of the house. A bunch of ferns, and if they're still alive, then that means we haven't had a hard frost. Because once we get a hard frost, they just it kills them off, and they come back next spring. But yeah, they're still going crazy. So we haven't had. I think we've been below freezing, but only for maybe we've had a frost, but it's only been below freezing for maybe an hour or two.
Yeah, 1 or 2 mornings there's been frost on the car.
Okay. All right. Yeah, people freak out about that there, don't they? Oh my gosh, snowstorm! Go out and buy was it bread, milk, and beer? Got to go out and stock up on your bread, milk, and beer. Good. So, did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did. How about yourself?
Yeah. We just Pam and I stayed here. Did the Atlanta Track Club half marathon Thanksgiving morning. So, got up at 3:30 and did all that, and then got back at about 11, and then did the turkey and all that stuff. So yeah, it was a full day, but it was a good day. Yeah, weather was nice, and had some good food. So yeah, can't complain. Got a lot of leftovers though.
Yeah.
I tried. I mean, with just the two of us, it's hard to find a small turkey in a normal year. And this year, it seemed like the smallest turkeys were bigger than So I ended up with like a 12-pound turkey. I was like, okay, all we really need is about like a 7 or an 8-pound, and sometimes I can find those. Mm-hmm. But so we only ended up, maybe 1/4, if that, of the turkey. We had a bunch of leftovers. Right. Half the turkey I just put in the freezer. So we'll have that next week or the week after. Maybe I can send some to James. Hey, James.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. You want some extra turkey? I've got some turkey I can send you.
No, thanks.
No? Do you have enough?
Freeze it for later.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was just telling Wes we had a lot of leftovers, so I put a big chunk in the freezer, and we'll have it later on. But do you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Good. Yeah, ours was good. So yeah, good. So how's the weather up there? You having good weather up there? Nice?
What, here?
Yeah.
It's fucking gorgeous.
Really? Man, I hate that. Yeah, we've had nice weather here. Yeah, it's been.
It's going to start raining. The temperature's going down next week, but
yeah,
we must be thankful this is December.
Yeah. No, it's been a nice last couple of weeks here for sure, and so it's still going to be warm. But yeah, we're gonna start getting some rain tomorrow and Tuesday, I think.
But we need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're kind of getting to the point where we could use a little bit of rain. We were ahead for most of the year, but it's been relatively dry the last couple months, so we're kind of getting back to normal. So I know this is the time of year, James, where you are tasked with going out and photographing the houses. Have you done that yet?
No, on the 18th of this month.
Okay.
19th, the landscaping committee walk around. And I drove around this morning when I came home. There's not many people out there with very good displays.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, there's some nice ones, but there's not many of them.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if the judging isn't for another week or so, I guess maybe they'll wait.
18th, 19th of this month.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at a couple of the neighborhoods here had their holiday decoration contest this weekend, and one of them is tomorrow. So yeah, so all the everything's decorated around here because everybody wants to win the big prize, a major award. From A Christmas Story. It's a major award. Hey, Dennis.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Cold.
Cold? Okay. Well, your internet's working this time. 2 weeks ago, you weren't able to log on.
No, it's I've had the problem before. All of a sudden, like I'll look at the hub, and all the lights are just flashing.
Oh, okay.
It's just all when you ring the company, they go, "Oh yeah, there's a problem in your area. It should be fixed within the next 24 hours."
Yeah. Yeah. Anywhere from 1 to 23 hours from now, it should be fixed. Okay. Yeah.
You know what? Do you know when you go shopping, do you buy the same stuff most of the time? I bought these apples. They're gala apples, and they're lovely, really nice. Today, I bit one. It's bloody awful.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just take
So
the bag.
you get the gala apples. Have you tried which ones? Pink Lady apples?
Yeah, I'll try them. I prefer gala.
You don't like them at all?
They're all right.
They're I think they're a little sweeter than gala.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. We've had we've had some gala and we've had some Pink Lady, and they were pretty good. They were smaller.
I'm hoping it's just the apple because I bought a whole bag full of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got to eat them. Got to eat them fast.
I'll take them back. Take a bite out of each one, saying they all taste the same. Awful.
Yeah.
Oh man.
How long did it take you to do your house?
Me? I didn't do we don't do our house.
No, Wes. How long did it take you to do your house?
Several days at least, I would imagine.
Yeah, mainly because I get home at about 5:15 and it's dark by 6, so it doesn't give me much time to work on it. So it took me basically 3 days to do it.
Wow.
Okay.
45 minutes a night kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. It's funny. My parents for the first time saw Christmas Vacation.
Right.
When he's plugging up all the lights, and my dad he's like, this is the silliest thing, and he was just laughing at that.
How has he gone this long without seeing it?
They never really watched a lot of movies, so now where they're at, they've got movie night. So yeah, so he's seeing a lot of movies that he hasn't, he didn't even know existed. So.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, no, Dad was not much for movies. Mom liked movies, so when they retired, Mom would get Dad to drag him out to the matinees, kind of like you do, James. Go out to the matinees and watch all the movies.
I've always have done.
Yeah. So.
We went to see House of Gucci last week.
Okay, was it good?
I enjoyed it. It was good, but I expected a lot more from it. Something was missing.
Okay. So is that about the murder? Or is that about the murder of one of the Gucci people?
I didn't want to watch it.
Okay.
Can't give anything away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Damn.
No spoilers, James.
Yeah.
Shoot him. Someone else shoots him.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I see your house. You've done it up very nice, Wes.
Thank you.
Yeah. But you do.
You posted on Facebook? Did you post it on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was
okay.
that Dennis?
Yeah. Do you know I'm an expert at Christmas decorations?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done it for 25 years. Putting the whole town up used to take a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We had 4 blokes working on it continuously for 4 weeks, doing all the trees throughout the town and all the light columns.
Wow.
They used to
How many
spend
lights?
absolute fortune. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many lights did you have an estimate?
Yeah, well, I put about 6,500 lights on one tree in the town centre.
Wow.
Because it used to be lamps, but now it's all LEDs. So
Yeah.
we cut the electricity consumption from 150 kilowatts to 15.
Wow, 90% reduction.
Yeah, it just cost 50 grand to buy the new lights.
Yeah, but at that rate though, you would make up that difference in a couple years probably.
Yeah. We were one of the last projects I've done before I packed up was a multi-story car park, 650 lights, all fluorescent lights, all changed over to LED.
Okay.
And the council saved over £150,000 in 5 years in electricity consumption. Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing some calculations. I've got C9 bulbs along the roof line, and they're incandescent. So C9s are like 7.25 watts each,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I bought a string of 25 C9s LED, and it's 4.8 watts for the whole string.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's almost half of,
Yeah. So so you did basically 5 watts for this whole string, whereas before it would have been like 500 watts, basically.
Those are still incandescents is what's on there now, but
Okay.
Next year I'm going to switch.
Okay, you're going to switch over to LEDs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because they're the ones I bought this year are just as bright. They used to be kind of dim, but they're a lot better now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice. Good job.
Yeah, we used to put up about 6,500 25-watt lamps.
Wow.
Which was massive consumption.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And we don't decorate the outside of our house, but we do a tree and all that, and we switched over to LED lights a few years ago, and pretty big difference. Just it goes from even those little lights were still probably 50 or 100 watts, and then we go down to like 4 for the whole tree.
What made the local council go ahead with it was the fact that we sent in the carbon, how many hundreds of tons of carbon you're going to save by changing to the new lighting schemes, and that's what councils do. They're all into the green stuff now, stop carbon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it adds up. I mean, there's definitely the initial cost of conversion, but once you do that, especially if you're using a lot, for in a typical house, it can, you make it back eventually. But yeah, for big outdoor or big installations like that, yeah, you can make up the cost probably fairly quickly.
Yeah, the savings on the LED street lighting columns was phenomenal, because you were changing a 250-watt sodium lamp and all the control gear, which consumes loads of electricity on its own, over to LEDs. But where you had to go with the lorries and the cherry pickers, go and change the lamps every 3 years, now it's 50-year service cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So once you've done it, you don't need to go back and change anything.
Yeah, unless something just gets damaged, but I'm assuming a normal lifespan. Yeah, I mean.
They got massive LED multi chips, which you can't look at because they're so bright, and on the back is a water-filled tube. They're water cooled,
Huh.
And they said by adding the water cooling to the back of the chip makes it go from 20-year life to 50.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, just by keeping the temperature down. Yeah.
So that's all the new future technology.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you a picture. This is my beautiful granddaughter, and she did Irish dancing yesterday. You see?
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
It's funny because my daughter was doing it for a long time, and I used to take her every time to go there. And now the roles have changed. My daughter is now taking her daughter to the Irish dancing.
You started a tradition.
Yeah.
Now it all falls into place, cousin. That's why you had to have your knee done, because you were doing it all these years.
Yeah. All that Irish dancing.
I got it on DVD. Me dancing with my daughter.
Oh, excellent.
If you want to see it, I'll find it for you.
Yeah.
So you were the inspiration for River Dance, I guess, right?
Yeah, Michael Flatley had nothing on me.
Okay. He saw James Boone dancing, and he's like, "Wow, I could make millions of dollars with that." But when I'm sure when he came up with that, they're like, "Okay, you're doing a really good job dancing, but you got to wear a Speedo and get ripped, to be one of the hot guys on stage doing the dancing." And James is like, "Nah, forget it. I'm not into that."
Think of young kids. So you'll never be the same afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So they put on a show every year for the holidays?
Well, what it is they do performances, shows all over the states. Depends on how many you want to go to. But one final one is called the Ruckus. and that's the world's. The winners out of that go to the world's one. And that could be anywhere. It could be Northern Ireland. Could be anywhere. So
Okay.
it was a ruckus for dancers, so they compete against one another, different schools. And some schools, some people from New Hampshire, some people from here. I've been down to St. Petersburg before competing with my daughter. We're all over the place.
Huh.
Yeah, it was great. I loved doing it, but it's now moved on to
Yeah, under the younger generation now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if she enjoys doing it, that's all that matters, really. I mean, if she has fun doing it and enjoys it, yeah, that's.
She loves it. She did do ballet at first.
She liked this better than ballet?
Yeah, because the neighbours were doing Irish dancing. So she said, Dad, can I do the Irish dancing? I said, yeah. So she did both for a while, then she dropped the ballet and did the Irish dancing.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
I'll
Probably a little easier on the body than ballet, too, I would think.
Ballet kills your feet.
Yeah.
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 Don't tell me you've done that as well, cuz.
But you haven't seen the tutu yet? Come on.
No, I've never seen it. He's kept that secret.
I'm trying to find something for you.
He's looking. He'll send you a DVD. I think James has some things there. He's probably He's not shared his entire life. There's some things he's done that he hasn't shared with you yet, Dennis.
I've done acting. I've been on the TV and everything on the stage.
Oh, good, yeah. So that's neat that your granddaughter's doing that and enjoys doing it too. That's the important part. So that's always. Yeah, I tried both ballet and Irish dance, and I just couldn't do it. So
I've never tried it. The nearest I've got to the Irish anything was a pint of Guinness.
Okay. Well, they call that Irish dancing, right? You drink enough Guinness, you'll dance.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I can remember having too much Irish liquid gold and finding it very difficult to get onto a bus to go home.
Yeah.
It'll make you do a dance while you're waiting to get in the restroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that is true. That's the real Irish dancing, old school Irish dancing.
Yeah, well, where me and my cousin used to live, there used to be a Irish dance hall, the Gelty Moor up in Kilburn High Road, wasn't it? That was famous for all the Irish gathered there.
Do you want to see a TV commercial I did years ago?
Yeah.
No, it's photography related.
Uh-oh.
Right, ready?
Yep.
That's me.
Presbyterian is the leading hospital in the diagnosis of the top 5 cancers. The focus truly is what's going to be the best care for the patient. Your intensity modulated radiation therapy really target the tumor volume and minimize the radiation therapy.
The big push now is toward minimally invasive surgery. Patients do better and they go home sooner.
High tech, highly individual, and highly personable. We're treating the person, not the disease.
Presbyterian Hospital. Learn more at remarkablemedicine.org.
So you were the learner.
So I got $1,000 for 4 hours work, and then it was for a 13-week slot, and then it went over the 13 weeks. I got another $360 afterwards.
Wow, almost $800 for doing that.
No, 1,000. The initial payment was 1,000.
Okay.
Then that was for a 13-week buyout. So after 13 weeks, if it came on again, they had to pay me more, and they paid me another $350, I think it is.
And you were on there for not that long.
I was on the set 4 hours. That's it.
Now they got to pay you again because it was on Mark's photography spot.
That's true.
Yeah. Royalties there. I'm probably gonna get a copyright strike now.
I'll find another one for you.
Hey, really? Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a copyright strike on me now for. It is photography related. It's imaging.
It is, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So you acting career. Yeah.
I don't do it no more. I quit. I gave it up. I had an agent, but I don't want to do it anymore.
You went all diva on them, and they stopped hiring you. Did you want your own trailer and
Yes,
chef and everything?
You become a diva.
Yeah. Doing good, really. Doing good. Yeah. Yep. We're doing well. Hope everything's going well with you too. Have a good. Hope everything is going good with the future addition to the family. Everything going good there? You've been riding a little bit too, which is nice. I've been seeing you've been still doing a fair amount of riding, so that's good. Yeah. Uh-oh. What's he searching through now?
It's somewhere. I was going to show you my headshot.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget it.
Oh, man. Okay, there we go.
You didn't know you had a famous actor on your show.
Yeah, I was going to say we're in the presence of greatness here. I didn't even know.
Do you want to know something real funny? I was doing a stage production, right, of Witness for the Prosecution. And I played Dr. Wyatt. And it was on like for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing the show and everything. Then one night, I forgot my line. And I sat there, right, and I said, oh, shit. And the guy next to me during the break said, James, it's all right forgetting your line. You stayed in character, but don't say, oh, shit, next time. Did they hear anything? He said, I doubt they heard it. I just about heard it. Yeah. And what happened was the guy behind me, the judge, said a line to kick me off, and I got back into it again. I did it once, but then I was backstage when I was off, right, listening to the rest of the actors, and I heard one say, did the wrong line. Because, when you're doing it, you know all the lines kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but you know how the flow goes. So when someone makes a mistake, you know it. And I was sitting in the chair going, yes, great. And someone else made a mistake.
Yeah. I've got to imagine everybody, makes a mistake. I mean, just like when musicians, they make a mistake, but they're so good at hiding it that you almost never know that they make it. Like if they're playing a melody or improvisation or something, they do something wrong, but you'll never figure it out unless you know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah.
Yeah, what I never can figure out was I listened to some music and there was a definite bum note in it, but they printed it like it. You're listening to it and you know that note did not belong there, but they made the record anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's probably, you get a case where, they've only got limited studio time. They've got a limited budget and they're like, this is as good as it's going to get. So we don't have time. It's going to cost us another $100 if we replay, and we don't have that much money. Yeah,
it's the studio time that costs the money.
Yeah. That is it. So good. Baby girl. Have you picked out her name yet, Rui? If you want to share. Yeah. I think that was the due date in February, if I remember right. I think it was.
Who's due date?
Rui's daughter.
Yeah.
Rui's gonna have a daughter. He came on a couple months ago, I guess, Rui, right? And yeah.
Should be coming soon.
Yeah. Yep. Get ready to change everything for a while.
Yeah, no money for the next 25 years.
Yeah, late January. Okay. So you got about another 6-8 weeks, something like that. Okay. Sure you're getting excited. Yeah. Okay, well, speaking of getting excited, I think we have some great images to share here. Oh, whoa, there we go. That's not that good. I try. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I think that's the hidden gator. We've got a few. What are we at here? Okay, just you got a couple. Okay, I'm gonna go stop here. Did we share this last week or 2 weeks ago?
think
Yeah, we did. Yep. Yeah, I think we did. Let me go back here. Yeah, I know. When was this taken?
Yeah, I know we did this one.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we did that one. Okay.
We were
Well, I've got
commenting on the logs.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, they were. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at this, and I didn't notice that when we were talking about this 2 weeks ago, but I looked at this, and there is an image I did on 4x5 on the large format of it was a rock along the river, the Chattahoochee River, and it very similar to this. I mean, as far as kind of the size of the rock in the river, I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen that.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yep.
That. Yeah.
Yep. I did that in black and white, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, it was a rock and a river in the foreground, and then he's got a better background here with the fog and the. But it was kind of misty that day too, so kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Yep. And then this one, yeah, Autumn Whispers. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff, Simi. So everybody took a break over the holiday. I'm sure. I was going to ask if you had a good Thanksgiving, Dennis, but you didn't really celebrate Thanksgiving.
No, we don't do that here.
That's yet another holiday where we celebrate escaping Britain and making it over here.
Yeah, but yeah,
surviving the journey.
Are you saying that was a great mistake? And look at you now.
You could sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so this one we got snail kite. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got this the week right before Thanksgiving. Day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's nice. Late afternoon.
I think this was Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, we got out of work early on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So
okay. Yes, it says 7. Yeah, 5:45 or so. Yeah. I was gonna say the nice light.
Is this on your full frame?
No, this is on the crop sensor.
With the 600 millimeter, yeah. So
1,000 mil then.
Maximum zoom.
Did you crop it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
The bird was more in the center of the frame.
That's nice. You got a pretty nice sharp image all the way across there. Good beak, eye, and then the talons too. So very nice. Yeah. Well done. Good stuff. We got here green heron. Yeah.
Don't see them too often, but they're around.
Okay. Oh, so they're not a regular.
They're just more seclusive, I guess, would be the best way to put it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So they might be a year round, but they're just you don't see them a lot. Yeah. Just because
and we're kind of on the border of where they're year round south of us, but kind of like right on the edge of where they migrate.
Okay.
So.
All right. Okay. I don't think they're up here. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Little birds. Nice colors too.
Can you bring it up a little bit? I noticed. I want to look at something.
Like that?
Yeah, hold it there. Put it there. It looks like it's got an outline around it. You go from the beak over his head and down the back. It looks like it's a white outline.
I wonder if that's oh, okay, yeah, you're saying right along the top of the beak. Yeah, I think it's just the way the light.
Yeah, and then down the breast of his body and that.
Yeah, down. Yeah, it's just the light is the sunlight's highlighting the feathers. Yeah. It looks like a little spider web or something going along here too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the late afternoon sun. What do you think, James? Crop it?
It's already cropped a good bit, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to crop it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. You've probably.
Let me get a big screen. I'll have a look over here.
Yeah. You probably, if you crop it much more, you're going to start getting degradation in the image, probably. But yeah, no, they're not that big a bird, are they? I mean, they're not real big.
For a heron, they're very small.
Mm-hmm. You know, so probably a little ways away. So even at 1,000 millimeters, it's still relatively small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Just crop it right like that, Wes, right there.
Yeah.
And then blow it up to a 30 by 40.
It'd be okay if I was putting it on Instagram or something. That would be fine.
Yeah. Anything bigger than Instagram or
On a phone, it would look good. But
Yeah.
If you want my opinion, I'll go a bit bigger on my other screen so I can see it better.
That's neat. Yeah, clone out. What is this? Like a little plant in the front that's blurry. That'd be a lot of work, though. That would be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm trying to look. The way I'm looking at the picture is saying to myself, what is the story here? Obviously, it's the bird. So what else is in the picture that needs to be there and what doesn't need to be there?
Yep.
And at this foreground, you got this kind of like a prominent figure here, right down by his tail end. You got that white bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, I find that disturbing because my eyes are not only going to the bird.
This thing over this right in the foreground, the blurry thing in the foreground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that doesn't do much good for your picture. The picture can be nice, but that because you got it over here on the right in the middle of it as well. It's blurred out, and I think it destroys the picture. But the picture would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you probably could clone them out with the white flowers, isn't it?
Yeah, but when I'm looking at the bird, my eyes are also going down there. It's distracting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
I
like the framing of the bird in the way the branches are in the leaves. So it does kind of the middle of the image where the bird is. The framing, that's kind of nice, kind of sitting in that little cutout in the. But yeah, that would be. Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to crop it more than that, but yeah, I don't know how you could remove that, but that would take some work.
I would
Probably dodge it down some maybe and see what happens.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could reduce the.
If I was to crop it, I would crop it from the right side and bring it over a little bit. Because you got the leaves there, they're all blurred anyway, so they're out of focus, so they don't do much good for the picture. But by moving it over, it focuses more on the bird.
Yeah, that might work. Oh, so kind of like over this last little bit over here on the right. Yeah.
Because it's blurred anyway, so if it was in focus, it's part of the picture, but it's blurred, so it's not meant to be part of the picture.
Yeah, that's a challenging one.
What do you think?
Like you said, once you have to crop it quite a bit to get it to be visible, or at least large enough to be significant in the image.
Well, I would put a big circle on the flowers underneath the bird there and just clone that corner out with the same flower.
You could do that. Yeah. Right here, just kind of take these white flowers in the middle and just
just drop
right
it
over there. Yeah.
Turn the blurred bit into white flowers. Yeah.
That might be worth a try. Or actually, you could take the you got the leaves and the flowers, so you could kind of cut section out and then just move it over a little bit. So you might still have a little bit of the leaves up against the And you can do the same thing down there at the bottom with
I'll probably take an inch off the bottom and an inch off the right side to crop it a little bit more.
And then see if you can clone out the left side.
On the right side, take off the green leaves and leave the brown leaves because they look more focused than the green one. And that way it matches together.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Wes? Do you think that's right, or do you think your picture stays the same?
To me, it's not distracting, but it's everybody sees things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say the blurred bit in the left-hand corner is the most distracting. The other one's not too bad,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just gets too close to the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like it, but yeah, I mean, if that wasn't there, it'd be interesting to just clone it out and see if see if you're like, wow, that does look a lot better, or not.
Yeah.
How's that?
That's the beauty of digital. You can.
Can you see that one?
Can't quite see it. You're cutting the side off there, James.
Yeah.
Oh.
That side's got your name tag on it.
Yeah, it's kind of close to the bird now, the cropping.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no space to the other side of at the back of the bird. Yeah.
It'd be better to try to clone it out
Yeah.
rather than crop it. Yeah.
Play around with it a little bit. Yeah, because the image is nice. I like the framing of the bird in the image. But yeah, the only thing that's the one at the bottom in the middle is not that distracting, like Dennis said. But yeah, the one over here is maybe a little bit. And if you could clone it out and have it still look relatively natural, that might be the other thing. Yeah.
The sunlight on the bird makes the bird look like it's stuck on. It's giving a real good 3D effect,
Yeah. Yeah. And you got a good separation between the bird and the background. Yeah, it does kind of like it's glowing a little bit, or it's just kind of floating there.
Right. Yeah. The sun's setting on that side of it, so it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice image. Yeah, that would be the only thing. But yeah, you could. Well, that's the great thing. You take the original and play around with it again and see if you come up with something different that you like. Different, or you like more, or whatever. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, that's you do a good job with the wildlife photography, and it's a challenge a lot of times just to get the image.
Yeah.
Much less, try to get it, ideally framed and everything else. That's that can be a challenge. So let's see here. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I got a couple nice ones there, Wes. Yeah, good wildlife stuff. So, yeah, So Wes says, Rui says, yeah, late January with the baby. So, good. Any Christmas holiday wish list photography equipment? Anybody?
Yeah, I've been looking at upgrading my Sony A7.
Okay.
But I was going to ask you. I've got an A7 Mark II at the moment, and of course now the 4's out, so it means the 3 is quite cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Sony are doing a cashback at the moment, extra 300 off, which brings it down to the A7R3, which is the 42 megapixel version.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was looking at the specifications on, and it works out about £400 more to get the high resolution camera.
Okay.
But by getting the high resolution camera, the EVF is 3.6 million dot. It's really super EVF on the camera.
Oh, where the normal one is what, 1.5 or something like that?
Yeah, I think the one I got is about 1.4. So.
Okay. So you're gonna have it's gonna be a super clear view. Viewfinder's gonna be dramatically different, probably.
Yeah, and they've just upgraded the screen because the Mark III's been upgraded. As the Mark IV came out, they've put the same screen on the back, whether they're shorter screens, but it's now gone to 2.36 million for the view. The viewfinder's good and the screen's good, and apparently the whole camera is magnesium.
Wow.
Yeah, the battery life is 690 shots on one charge, which is outstanding. And of course, you get a 42 megapixel sensor because the new one's 60 megapixels.
Okay, so this is the version 3R.
Oh, yeah, the high resolution camera, but the shutter that the camera's got, its life expectancy is 500,000 shots, which is 3 times more than the normal A7.
Wow.
So it must have like professional shutter in it to last that much longer. And I was just thinking, I know it's another 400, but it seems too tempting. Everybody's out of stock at the moment. They're all waiting stock anyway.
Yeah, it sounds like quite a jump to go to that.
Yeah, so with £300 cash back from Sony, it takes it under $2,000.
So it would be two instead of 2,300 basically.
Yeah, it's going to come down to about £1,900.
Okay. Yeah, and that's going to be about 400 more than the regular one.
Yeah, if I buy the Mark
400 more for higher resolution viewfinder, higher resolution view screen, and more megapixels on the sensor.
Yeah, if I buy the A7 Mark III, it's £400 cheaper, but then you don't get the viewfinder, you don't get the more robust camera.
So look at it this way. So if you get the R with the 300 pounds, it's only costing you $100 more than the non-R without the cash back.
Yeah, they're
So
doing
only $100 more. That's all it is.
No, they're doing 200 cash back on the A7. They're doing 300 on the R.
Okay, so it's only really $200 more than a base price A7.
Yeah, and of course it's 1,000 cheaper than the Mark IV, what's just come out.
Yeah, and what's the difference between the Mark IV and the Mark? Anything really? They probably upgraded the autofocus and.
Yeah, I think they've upgraded the side doors, because everyone was moaning about the Mark III that you pull them and they all hang, and they snap off easy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they put proper doors on the Mark IV now, where you can actually open them on a hinge,
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I've never snapped any doors off my Mark II, so.
Yeah, you're probably going to be okay, I would think. Yeah, that's tempting. I mean, if you're looking at it, I mean, you would probably keep that camera for, you'd use that for years and years. I mean, with that quality of sensor and everything. Yeah, that'd be tempting.
Yeah, apparently because it's a 42 megapixel, you can switch the camera to APC mode.
Okay.
Which will then give you a longer reach on your lenses.
Huh.
And they said, and you're still getting a 20 megapixel picture.
Huh. So you can crop it. You can have a feature to crop it down, basically.
Yeah. If it's built in the camera, you can switch it to APC. So it only uses the middle of the sensor.
Huh.
So if you had a 90mm lens on, then you'd probably end up with 130mm reach,
Mm-hmm.
and still have a reasonable megapixel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big enough sensor, so even using the middle, you've still got 20 megapixel.
Yeah, and I thought ideal for my cousin to use because he's a killer cropper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cropper special.
It's a cropper special because 42 megapixels, you can crop it down 100%, and you're still going to get a reasonable file.
Yeah. That's and you like your Sony generally. I mean, you've had it for 3 years, right?
Yeah, it's been out a long time now. I mean, this Mark III's been out 3 years, so it must be even older.
Yeah, you've had maybe 5 years. Yeah. Because you didn't buy it when it came. You bought it like a year after it came out, right? Do I remember that?
Yeah. The Mark II came out. Obviously, I have to carry 3 batteries because it eats batteries. But I've never been out and run out of power, and I've never used all the batteries I'll carry. So it's not too much of a problem. But the new one has got 2 card slots as well.
Wow.
Yeah, and also the 690 shots on a charge. I've never taken that many photographs in a day anyway.
Yeah, it's probably not in real life. It probably isn't quite 690, but it's probably going to be a lot more than what the old one was.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you only get 500 shots. I mean,
the reports I read said that in the real world, you should get over 1,000 shots. Depending whether you're going to use the EVF or the back screen.
Yeah, that's the big factor is how long does the back screen stay on? Do you keep it on all the time, or do you have it auto, auto go to sleep or whatever?
Yeah, 2 card slots. I think one of them is HS2, is it? The fast card slot, and one's normal.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a lot more. I know it's £400 more to buy, but you're certainly going to get a different camera.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get it's 20% more. But yeah, the question is that £400? Is that going to be something you would regret not having in a couple of years?
No, it's all relative. It's always going to be worth more money than the basic 7, isn't it? You know, when you flog it in the future, you'll always get a little bit more back. But none of them are great investments.
No. It's just, they're not investments at all. It's just which one would you see yourself wishing you had some additional features? Maybe not right now because you're used to the one you have. So anything you get is going to be a big jump. But then, would you feel like maybe you might miss not having some of that stuff?
Yeah, I wouldn't pay $1,000 more to get the Mark IV.
Yeah,
it's just come out, and it's going to be $1,000 cheaper this time next year. So, yeah, I thought maybe I will, but I can't find anybody who's got one in stock at the moment. Anyway, they've all got wait in stock written on there.
Yeah. It might be that way until after the first of the year. With the.
Maybe
they're probably coming up on the same supply chain issues as everybody else. Yeah, it's probably sitting in a container somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, Rui's saying here that he's looking into his Nikon Z7.
Oh, the Infringinator, yeah. Looking at the Z7 II.
Never clean his D800 sensor enough. Always got dust spots.
The Nikon.
Yeah, that was another thing I think the Mark IV does. When you take the lens off, it shuts the curtains.
Oh, okay.
Which would be an upgrade they could do to any camera, I should think.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea that if you're changing lenses out in the open, as soon as you disconnect the lens from the camera, it closes the shut curtains.
Yeah.
They stole that from Canon. Canon did it first.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Yeah, my EOS R does that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because I'm always cleaning the sensor on the A7, especially with 15 mil wide angle lenses. You get these great big blobs coming up on the screen, which dust particles.
Yeah,
I've spent many minutes cloning out dust spots on my phone.
Yep. So this is the Z7 II. I think, right? This one? Is this the one you're looking at, Infringinator? Yeah, I think so. 45 megapixel with no low pass filter.
Yeah, that's another thing. They got no low pass filter on the R.
Wow. Okay.
Which should make it a much sharper.
Yeah, it should be a little higher image quality. This is nice. Starting at $29.99. Okay. So body only, $29. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I can't understand why Canon charge so much money for their cameras. They're about $500 dearer than everybody else for the same quality camera.
Huh? Yeah,
there are people who will pay for it.
Yeah. Still, so okay. So this kind of the full frame, big time, regular. Nice camera.
Yeah, I also looked at the Lumix S5.
Okay.
That's there's no low pass filter on that one, and it had such a good write up. But when I looked at buying an adapter, an M adapter to the L, which is on that camera, they were like $400.
Wow.
Yeah, and I thought, wow, that's that makes the camera a lot more expensive,
Yeah, that definitely does. Where is
Leica made it where you have to buy a Leica adapter or something?
Yeah, it's because the Lumix S5 is an L fit. Yeah, the like a fit. Yeah.
I'm wondering if they like made it where they're not, the Chinese can't knock it off or something.
Yeah. It said like I looked up the price one. It's about £430 to buy an M to L adapter.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the problem. I've already got all the Sony stuff. I've got a Sony E-Fit lens, that 65mm, and I've also got the Voigtlander helical adapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have to buy any of that if I stick with Sony.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really like Sony's attitude, they encrypt everything up and make you buy all their crap. Yeah. I get bombarded daily by why don't I pay for Capture One to do the
Yeah. 400 pounds or whatever the cost is for it.
Well, they've done the same as Adobe now. You've got to pay monthly. I think you can't buy it now. You have to pay subscription.
Yeah, they've all gone to subscription models and all that stuff. Yeah.
So I've got a fake email address.
Yeah. I've got the Capture. I've got the Capture One free version because that basically does all the basic stuff. But then I've just drop it in the GIMP afterwards. Or
yeah.
Or Darktable. Darktable does it great. I think it's good.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tempting one, Dennis. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no one's got one in stock at the moment, so I haven't got to make my mind up until someone says yes, in stock.
Yeah. Are any of them doing wait lists for when they do get in stock?
Oh yeah. You can just register and they or you can order one. And they're saying no payments are taken until they're in stock and ready to dispatch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you'll get one. You'll get one when they get some. Yeah.
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 And they're probably stuck on a boat somewhere out in the Pacific.
Yeah. Yep. Or sitting at the what's your largest port there? Which
we got loads of ports coming in this country.
Yeah.
And none of them have got any truck drivers to move the stuff out, so they've got mountains of containers, everything's stuck.
Yeah, that's the issue we're running up against too. There's not enough drivers to transport the containers once they do get them off the boat. Yeah. Well, I guess Savannah, the port of Savannah here in Georgia, is the third busiest port in the country, I think. But they're doing they're calling it a pop-up. They found some spot that's near the port where they can move stuff over there to free up. So it's like a staging area. I don't know what they call it, a pop-up port. So they'll take it right off the ship, move it to that staging area, and then from there load it up on the train or trailer. So that way they free up dock space so they can keep taking stuff off the boats.
Well, we're on the River Thames here, so we got all the ships coming up to central London, all the docks there. But I used to do a lot of work for the container companies, where they unload the ships. And the amazing equipment they've got, like picking up 4 40-foot containers fully loaded with one machine. It's just
and they just stack them. Yep.
Stack them high. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. The system works well, but when you got a backup of stuff, and then that's not enough drivers or transportation to get them out of the hub or out of the port, then
I've got an hydraulic platform which we used to do all the floodlight systems around the ports. And I was in one place, and the guy's tower was 60 foot high. So I just said to the owner, I can't do that because my platform only goes up 40 feet, And he said, that's not a problem. He just stacked a mountain of containers underneath, and they lifted my hydraulic platform up on the top. He said, you can reach now.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, that was a long way up.
That's probably not in the safety rules on how to do it, but
it did it okay. But I looked down and everyone's like Matchbox City, so I just thought, and then when I come down, the owner goes to me, "Oh, well done." He goes, "I'll tell you one thing, you wouldn't catch me up there."
You didn't say that until you came down. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said to him, "Don't worry, you won't catch me up there again."
Yeah. Yeah. It's some people are good at. I'm good up to like 10, 15, 20 feet. You know, if I'm on like a ladder or something like that. But if I have to climb higher than that, I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll hire a professional.
Yeah, we used to do the airport as well, all the approach light systems and stuff like, and they're long way up.
Yeah.
All your big buildings in your cities and that. We go around and do the aircraft warning lights on the roofs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like 300-400 foot up, and you're up a ladder doing a ladder.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm going to leave early tonight.
Okay.
See you
Good night.
on the 19th.
Yes. Be on the 19th, 2 weeks from today. So take care, and we'll look for the neighborhood images, James.
I'll catch up with you in the
Only one
week.
house. Well, actually, there's a few houses, but I think I only do one house for photographs. That's down the road yet.
All right.
So have a good weekend.
Take care. Yep.
Good night.
Take care, James.
I'll see you in a week.
Oh no,
Yeah, I did call you a couple of times, but you was obviously out.
I was busy doing things.
Yeah, Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
So he's probably going out to buy my Christmas present.
Yeah. For helping him with all the images for the last year.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he should just get you. Yeah, maybe he should get you the A7R. I think that would be.
I think that would be jolly decent of him.
You never know, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, but of course, being Sony, you can't buy it in America because I can't get it fixed over here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. They've sectioned it up, and you know, if you buy it in Japan, it's got to go back to Japan for a service, and yeah, none of the dealers here will service your camera if it's not a genuine UK camera. Yeah.
That's got to be. Well, if you just think if you buy one and then you move. I mean, you know, if you legitimately, you know, live here and then a month after you buy the camera, you got to move to the UK or Japan, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, if you want it,
if you want it back to where you bought it, I would have to send it back to the States to get it serviced. Yeah.
Yeah, which to me is just crap because you know, if you buy a Leica, you can get it fixed in any country in the world. You know, and you used to be able to do it with Olympus, but because they've changed it now. Because when they changed that policy that you can only get it fixed in the country where you bought it, I thought they're going out of business anyway, and then they do this.
Yeah.
Get rid of a few more customers.
I wonder why they're going out of business.
Yeah.
A big company like Sony can probably do it and still. I don't know. What's the incentive to do that? Does it prevent gray market imports? I mean, that's probably the.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, and it's like
the retail price. Yeah.
Buying DVDs in America and Canada don't work.
Resistance is futile.
Because they're all broke the world up into different zones. Region 1, 2, and it's crazy. And I had a Sony DVD player, and I couldn't. Tim brought back some stuff from Canada, and I couldn't play it. It wouldn't play it.
Yeah, because it's wrong region. Yeah.
A 50.
You have to buy a Canadian. You have to buy a Canadian or North American player to watch it.
Or a region-free player.
Yeah. What you do is you go and buy the crappiest, cheapest player you can buy for £50, and it plays anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's probably 99% quality of what you would get with the region-specific player too.
Yeah. And, I can tell you today, my Sony DVD player is in its box on a shelf in the garage.
Yeah. Because the other one works fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and you know, I've had Sony TVs blow up before, 2 or 3 years old. And they go tough, can't be repaired.
Well, you haven't had any issues with your camera, right? I mean, you really haven't had any.
Camera's been fine.
Good. Yeah. So when James sends you that R for Christmas, then you'll be good.
Yeah. If he does, I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. You're the best cousin ever.
That's it. You can't get a better cousin than my cousin James Booth.
Yes.
Just in case he's still listening.
Yeah. You keep him happy. Don't want to make him mad. Yeah.
Every time my son says something derogatory to me, I go, your Christmas presents getting smaller by the hour.
Yeah. Well, that lump of coal is getting bigger, right?
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we're gonna shut this one down tonight. Good show. Glad you guys popped in. Rui, good to chat with you here. Enjoy the holiday season there in Portugal. And Infringinator, thanks for popping in. Update us on whether you're going to get the Z7 too. Get rid of that D800. That's I guess you say the D800 already is 10 years old. I guess it is. It's been around a while. So yeah, I think you're due for an upgrade. You have my permission. Not like you need it. But.
If you got the Nikon lenses, then you got to stick with the same camera and then just get the adapter.
Yeah. I mean, that's the question. If you're kind of married, it's not really the camera, it's the glass, the lenses that really, if you make the investment in that, then yeah.
Do you follow? Have you ever seen any clips from Matt Osborne? He's on YouTube. He's a professional photographer. Does models, a bit like Joe's.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing reviews on gear now, and he's a Leica man.
Okay.
He's got Leicas and stuff like that, but he looked at the Lumix S5.
Okay.
And he says he can't see any difference between the file pictures, colors, than he does with his Leica.
Huh.
And it's obviously a lot cheaper to buy a Lumix.
I wonder if it's the same. I wonder if it's the same. It's probably the same sensor.
It's the same sensor that's in the S1, which is a big heavy camera, Panasonic camera, full frame, all full frame, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's probably but we talk about Canon selling for more, and then you got Leica that sells for a lot more.
Yeah. Leicas are ridiculous, but then because I own a Leica M6, yeah, all the money I'm losing.
Real Leica though, you own a film Leica, yes.
I've got a film Leica, yeah, and as you know, I bought that quite a few years back now, and that's on the opposite to Sony. Where the Sony goes down hundreds of pounds every year, the Leica goes up.
Yeah, you probably could sell it for more than you bought it for now, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, eBay they're between $2,000 and $3,000 now, and I paid $625 for it when I bought it. Yeah,
it's tripled, almost tripled, quadrupled in price. Yeah.
So there is that bit to it, I suppose.
Oh, you could sell that and get the A7.
Yeah, but that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do.
It is, yeah. No,
because I can buy the A7 and watch it drop 1,000 in the next 2 years.
Yep.
But my Sony, but my Leica
would up 1,000 in the next 2 years.
And offset the loss. Yeah.
If you were to sell it, yeah. If you were to sell it, yeah. You could probably sell it for 4,000 in a few years, where you could sell it maybe for 3 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed that James sends you the money for the A7 for Christmas. I think it's the least he can do. All the help you've given him with the images.
I've got more chance of getting invited to Buckingham Palace for Christmas.
She was the queen. Yeah, it might be your last chance. She's getting kind of old.
It's true. Yeah. She never did invite her there.
She's kind of gone undercover here the last few months. I mean, well, she's 95 or 96. So
96, I think, isn't it? Man?
Wow. Yeah. So you better get invited this year. It might be the last year.
Oh no! Her mother went on to well over 100, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, I guess so. The Queen Mum. Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I think she was 102, was she, when she croaked it?
Wow. Yeah. All right. Well, I wish you many more years of good health. All right.
When's the next show, Mark?
2 weeks, the 19th, week before Christmas.
That sounds good.
All right. Take care, guys. See you, Wes. See you, Dennis.
See you in
a couple weeks. See ya.